Hello and welcome to Paganism Today. This is the third episode and is over Hecate and modern paganism. There's an interview with a woman named Cindy. She is a fantastic pagan as well as a local priestess of Hecate. What else we got? Oh, I have abandoned the Blogger account. It was annoying. And I've moved to WordPress. That link will be on the show notes as well as the Google+. Did that. Oh, well, I need to put out an apology that I have not been more regular with the shows. Life has not been so kind lately. What had once been, desired to be an every other week show is turning into a once a month, if I can, show. But hopefully that will be coming to an end. I cannot, unfortunately, commit to a specific time, but I am trying to put the next one out as soon as I can, and I've already begun it. So hopefully life will be a little bit more gentle. Hopefully. Continuing onward, let's go ahead and listen to that interview. Hello, Cindy.
Hello, Chris.
I wanted to start off by asking you, more importantly than anything, about the history of Hecate. Okay. And to begin that, how exactly do you spell Hecate?
Well, it doesn't translate well to English, okay? Mm-hmm. Because it's Greek. So in Greek it's not spelled quite the same. So they've tried to do it according to pronunciation. The Greek form, or the anglicized, would be Hekate. The reason being is there is no C in Greek. And it's not really a K as we use it, so it would be pronounced Hecate. And then you've got the Romanized, because that came much later, of Hecate, and that's Hecate. But they just had to be different. We don't see those two names as the same deity, primarily because with the Romans and later with the rise of the Catholic Church, Catholic being the Orthodox, they tended to fang her because they could not get rid of her. So she became the ugly witch and the one who eats children and everything that you see at Halloween. So what they could not get rid of, they would villainize. To the Greeks, and Hecate is not even Greek, as best as we can find, she came from the Black Sea area of what is now, I think it's still now, the former Soviet state of Georgia. And she had a primary city and temple there in the city of Kyria, which was where Medea was from, in Jason and the Argonauts. She was a traveling goddess, so she was imported to Greece. And it was Hesiod who thought enough of her that he wrote about her in his Theogony series, where he made her a Titan. She helped the Olympians in their war with the Titans and overthrew them. As a result, Zeus himself called her the mother of all living things. And he said, you can have dominion over anything you want. And she says, I will have dominion over whatever I can touch in 3 steps. And he agreed. So the first step, she touched all the oceans. Second step, she touched all the earth. And the third step, she touched the skies. So she has dominion over those 3. In modern times, it's kind of interesting to see that she's really become a major goddess. Between Wiccans and some of the Hellas groups and the Greek Reconstructionists, to where there's a real upsurge of finding Hecate worship going on actively. In modern terms, she's also considered the goddess of witchcraft, magic. A principal ancient priesthood of hers was in Thessaly, the Thessalians. And from the Thessalian witches, we get the charge, or the drawing down of the moon. That whole idea, and they use that rather effectively, so they were pretty politically savvy.
Hi, this is Chris Orpella from The Infinite and the Beyond. The Infinite and the Beyond is an esoteric podcast for the introspective pagan mind. Join us as we explore a variety of topics that relate to life and one's unique spiritual journey. Episodes center on paganism, the occult, parapsychology, science, society, and culture in the 21st century. We could be found at www.infinite-beyond.com. From there, you can contact the show directly, visit our forum, and find links for the show and where we can be found online for you to subscribe and download. I hope to be hearing from you soon. Mary Part, Blessed Be, and 93.
You are the priestess of the Temple of Hecate in this local area, correct?
Yes, I am.
And what would be your title in with that?
I would be, well, first of all, I hate titles, and titles are for the rest of the world. And I think that we use them more than anything just to know, yes, we've done the study, and yes, we're doing the work of the gods. So I want to preface with that. Otherwise, a title doesn't mean jack. But I would be called the Heratissima, which is the high priestess of the Temple of Hecate's torch, and I am the matron of the Logos Nix. We have a second temple in Tennessee. So I am the founder of this particular religion, which we call the Strix, after the screech owl, and we're based on the Thessalian type of witchcraft or Hecatean worship.
Okay. Okay, and what does your temple locally do?
Locally, we offer public rituals. We also try. We've been on a hiatus for a while. We also try to host things like classes and seminars. If a pagan is in need, the door's open, or they can always contact us. So we try to be there. I'm also being clergy. I deal a lot with people if they're sick or if they're needing some spiritual counseling. We offer weddings, presentations, and that's our form of baptism for children. We also do memorials. So we try to incorporate and be available to people. One of our big tenets, of course, is that we believe in divination. So divination for us is part of our belief system. We believe in the use of tools as well as oracular, so that we get messages from our gods, not only on how should we proceed, but that there's a connection. It's not that the gods are far away from us. They're not. They're right here. We also deal with the larger pagan community in that we go to events, pagan pride days, festivals, just to get to know other people and to let them know we're here. I'm also on the one that if pagans are traveling and they need a shower and a meal, if they get stranded in my area, they can call.
So you don't consider your temple in any way isolatory?
Oh, no. No. And I don't think that any pagan in their right mind anymore can be a separatist. Because there's strength in numbers, not to mention, it's a whole lot nicer when you get together with people and you can talk and share. And we do that with many other traditions. All traditions are represented by their own people, and they're respected here. And even in rituals, we've had others from, I've had Hindus, Christians, Wiccans, esoterics, New Agers, you name it, atheists, a friend who was an atheist. But as long as they will enter in and stand with an open mind in celebration, because that's what it really is to us. It's a celebration, not only of our gods, but of ourselves.
Now, that was an excellent interview, and that was only actually part of the interview. There's quite a bit more. If you would like to hear the whole interview, I'd be happy to email it to you. It's in 4 separate parts at the moment. But, nevertheless, I'd be happy to hand it over. Cindy has a blog talk radio, and she hosts a show every Sunday. And her shows are about 2 hours long. If you'd like to check her out, I'll include her links. Don't forget to check out the WordPress, the Google+, upvote. I don't care if you, I do care if you give me some popularity, but it doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't. So, just remember to go with faith, love, hope, and respect. And I hope that you have a fantastic month. And I hope that I have a video out before the month is over, but Anyway, blessed be, merry part,